Very good morning, students. The previous class we discussed about a velocity and speed. On that basis, we did the problems related to speed, and in the previous class also we finished velocity and uniform velocity, average velocity, like that we finished. Now let us will see on the basis of velocity and average velocity. There is one problem is there in our material. That is the material is page number 35, question number. Sorry, page number is 35. That is the page number, and the question number is in this material. So the question number is 2. Actually, you remember these all questions are related to Telugu Academy textbook, based on the Telugu Academy textbook. Suppose if you have a Telugu Academy textbook, then also no problem. This is an exercise problem in our Telugu Academy textbook. So the question is given: the position of an object is moving along a x-axis given by x is equal to a plus bt square. It is one expression is given with respect to time. The position is changes. Therefore, where a value is given as 8.5 meter and the b value is given 2.5 meter per second square. The value of a and b are given and t is in seconds. What is the velocity is asking now. Find velocity at a time t is equal to 0 and as well as at a time t is equal to 2 seconds. This is the first question, and the second one is given as find average velocity between t is equal to 2 seconds to t is equal to 4 seconds. So this is the given question. In this question is asking one velocity. So for that purpose, we can take like this. In this case, you take like this. First of all, given data that is x is equal to a plus bt square is given, where a value is given as a is equal to 8.5 meter is given and the b value is given 2.5 meter per second square is given. Then first we should get a velocity. So we know the velocity is nothing but a ds by dt. It is a differentiation method in maths. The rate of change of displacement. Here instead of s is given x, so that you write a dx by dt like. So just a simple. Instead of s you write a x. Therefore, v is equal to d by dt of x value is a plus bt square. So now we have to differentiate with respect to time here. So now I am separating this a by d by dt of a, multiply this a d by dt of bt square. So this is the differentiation method. Actually at this a there is no t, no. So that in case of a differentiation, if it is a differentiated constant, then we will get the constant value is 0, because here after a there is no t, because we are differentiating with respect to time, no. So that in this case here at an a there is no time, no. So that differentiating with respect to this, then we will get the 0 because it is a constant. Let will see next one. B, you take a common dt of t square, and you remember everyone, you don't cancel dt. Okay, here we are differentiating with respect to time here. And in mathematics, see there is a one standard formula is there. I'll give you that mathematics standard formula in case of a differentiation. That is, here you say, you write like this, d by dt t power n. Suppose the power is n is there, differentiating with respect to time, then in this situation we can write like this, t into n power like this, t power n minus 1. It is a standard formula. Or you want to say in terms of x, yes, we can also say, see whatever we are differentiating, that must be like this. See, x differentiating with respect to x, t differentiating with respect to t. Like that here also we should write here n into x power n minus 1. Suppose you want to write a dy y power n, suppose, so that n into y n minus 1, because we are differentiating with respect to y here. So the terms should be same. Here also the terms, check it here, here also times is same. These are the standard formulas. Whatever the power is there, you take power like this, and here a t power n minus 1. This is the differentiation method here. So that here you take a v is equal to, right, here a b into, here a t power 2 is there, no? Say, let us you check there, n instead of here 2 is there. So that here b 2 into, like this we can, same formula, because here n is equal to 2. So we make it like this, 2b t. This is the velocity. So in this situation is asking what is the velocity at t is equal to 0 and at t is equal to 2 seconds. So let you take a, first of all t is equal to 0, then in this situation you take a 0, then we'll get the velocity 0. Because time t is equal to 0 given, and you go for a second situation, that is t is equal to given as 2 seconds. For this case, at a velocity, what will happen here, 2 into b, the time will be, you take a 2, so that it is 4 into b. But here b value is given as 2.5, so that you take a b is equal to 2.5, then 4 into 2.5. It may be, we can take a 2. We can also write like this, otherwise you multiply this, 4 into 5, 20, right? You take a multiplication like this, 4 into 5, 20, 4 to the 8 and 10. So it is approximately 10 meter per second. This is the value of velocity, is only the velocity is finished. So this is the differentiation method, everyone. It is very, very important in physics, because it is an application part of maths. So here v is equal to ds by dt or dx by dt, like that v is equal to d by dt, a plus bt square, and v is equal to differentiating. Here it is a constant is there, for constant differentiation is 0. This is the most important, and like this you take a, the differentiation, the velocity is finished. This is the first part is finished, velocity is finished, right? And is also asking in the same situation, average velocity also asking between the 2 seconds to 4 seconds. The two positions are given. So you take as this is the one position x2, and this you take as x1 is the another position, because is asking the positions with respect to time, the find the average velocity. So x value we know, a plus bt square is 1, and here for this times are given. So that we have to take according to the given expression, there we should substitute times, and we have to do the same situation, right? So let us, I'll go for the second one, second part. Second in this, you take a second part, it is average velocity. Now we are finding the average velocity. So average velocity is nothing but here actually total displacement by total time. But here in the given question, the positions are given x2 minus x1 by t2 minus t1, because there are the two times are given, two time intervals are given. For the two time intervals, you take a first time interval as t1, second time interval as t2. So for this t1 time interval, x1 you take as a position, and the second t2 given as x2. So that there you write here v average is equal to, we can take as x2 is, you write here x2 in terms of a plus b t2 square. For the time interval you take a 4 here, minus x1 you take as again a plus b t square of time is 2. So 4 minus 2, however it is. This is nothing to worry. So average velocity is equal to, here actually a value we know 8.5, right? 8.5 plus b value we know 2.5, and with respect to time is given 4 square minus same situation here you take, that is within the bracket you keep, here also 8.5 plus b value is 2.5, and the time is given as 2 whole square, it is within the bracket, 4 minus 2 is 2. Now let we have to take a simplification based on this. See, we may get like this, okay. Here you look at this, multiply, v average is equal to 8.5 plus here 2.5 into 4, actually 2.5 as it is you take, it is 16 minus 8.5 minus again 2.5 into 4, because minus you take into the within the bracket. So here you look at 2 8.5, 8.5 is cancelled. Therefore remain will get like this. The final answer we may get the after simplification V average is equal to, see, after simplifying 2.5 in plus 60 into 16 minus 2.5 into 4 by, it is 2. See, instead of this we can also take like this. Here it is very simple in the way. So this is the B, no, you take B16 minus, it is a B4 by 2. So we'll get the easy calculation here. B16 minus B4, no, then we'll get the 12B by 2, 2126. So V average is equal to 6 into B. What is the B value we are given? It is 2.5 is given. So 6 into 2.5 if you take, then we'll get the average value will be 6 into 2.5. It is approximately 15 meter per second. So this is the way we should get the average velocity if the question is to be given like this. So the question, and based on the question, the approach is the very, very important. Okay, this is an approach for the given question. Okay. So like this, based on the average velocity, we have the problems. Okay, and again you refer in the Telugu Academy textbook, or you refer in our college material, also no problem. Fine. So this is the one problem related to velocity and average velocity. Now let us will move to next topic. So in this chapter we finished actually distance, displacement, and velocity, speed, and different problems on the basis of these concepts. Let us will move to next one. Actually this is also very, very important. It is an acceleration. See, acceleration it is. This is very, very important, acceleration. See, coming to the acceleration is nothing but you say A. Sir, what is A? The acceleration is nothing but A. See, here we can say acceleration is nothing but A is equal to the rate of change of velocity. So the velocity changes with respect to time. The velocity changes with respect to time, which we can call as an acceleration. Suppose the vehicle is moving or the particle is moving along a straight line with a constant velocity. Suppose if constant velocity in the sense is there, it is to be acceleration is 0 because acceleration in the sense is, we can also say change in velocity by change in time, we can say. See, if there is a change in velocity, then only we can say the body is to be accelerating. Otherwise, we cannot say it is accelerating. Suppose the body moving with the velocity is constant. Suppose the body moving with velocity is constant. In this situation, acceleration is 0 because there is no change in velocity. Acceleration in the sense is the velocity must be changes with respect to time. Suppose if vehicle is moving along a straight road or along a curves, when it is curves, there must be a change in velocity. If there is a change in velocity, therefore there we can say that is to be accelerating. Suppose if it is moving with constant velocity, yes, there it is to be acceleration is 0. This is the very, very important difference between the constant velocity and the change in velocity. So however, it is an acceleration is a vector. It is a vector, we can say. And coming to the units, unit is in this case CGS system, we know velocity. Therefore, we can write centimeter per second square directly here. MKS, that is meter per second square again, and dimensional formula DMF, every time we should write this all. So LT power minus 2. So the acceleration in the sense is change in velocity. You remember changes are always we can take as a final minus initial. Here is also very, very important. Change in the sense is delta, we can say. So delta should be taken as final minus initial. It is a standard it is. Or we can say D. Change in the sense is always we should take a final minus initial here. So that the A is equal to, there is a change in velocity. You say change is final, no? So that you take a V2 minus a V1. that is v1 is the initial velocity and the v2 is the final velocity. For this situation there is a change in time also, t2 minus t1. Yes, it is, we can say, acceleration. Everyone remember, acceleration in the sense is only it is a change in velocity. A change in velocity with respect to time. With respect to time, this is the variation, right? And coming to the point is, we can also take, let v2 is equal to, you say as a v is the final, v1 is equal to, you say u is the initial. So here t2 minus t1 is equal to, you take as a t, the changes you take as a t, then a is equal to v minus u by t we can. Therefore here you take cross multiplication, at is equal to v minus u, then v is equal to u minus u is there, no, take this side, therefore u plus at. This is the expression related to equation of motion. Actually equations of motion, we have 4 equations of motions are there. 4 equations of motions are there. That is, the first equation of motion is, we can say v is equal to u plus at. So this is the final velocity, it is an initial velocity, a is the acceleration and t is the time. So this is the related to the acceleration. And here in this acceleration again, so let us we have accelerations or instantaneous acceleration again. It is also very important. Let us instantaneous, right? Instantaneous acceleration, that we can say at a particular time the acceleration of a particle, or that we can also say at a particular instant of time the acceleration of a particle or the acceleration of a body. Same velocity also, same statement, that velocity we can say there it is instantaneous velocity, that is we can say at a particular time, at a particular place the velocity of a particle. Here also same you say, instantaneous acceleration is nothing but at a particular place, at a particular time the acceleration of a particle, which we can call as an instantaneous acceleration. Will you okay? Now we can write like this. Here it is, a-inst is equal to ds, dv by dt, that is equal to delta v by delta t. Suppose in this situation, if delta t tends to 0, it is very small. When delta t tends to 0 is nothing but a very small, we can say very small. In this case the velocity also very small. Therefore if it is tends to 0, then limit delta t tends to 0, dv by dt is equal to dv by dt or delta v by delta t. This is the in general instantaneous acceleration. Okay. So in this situation we can also take like this. Here there is some mathematical approach is there. A is equal to dv by dt. No? This is the velocity. It is an acceleration. You suppose you take a cross multiplication a into dt. So in this case now we should apply integration method. In the previous class also I told you very clear, integration. This is the symbol of integration. So that here we can take like this. That is integral dv is equal to integral a into dt. So this is the instantaneous acceleration. Some relations it is. Okay. Suppose you want to say second point in this case, a is equal to dv by dt, no? Then you rationalize with the ds by ds. ds by ds. Therefore a is equal to dv by, suppose you change the places, ds take here and dt take this side. So here it is ds by dt, no? ds by dt is nothing but represented as the velocity. Yes, we can take here acceleration is equal to dv by into v. Okay, from there also we can again apply integration method. Integration method it is, that is a is equal to dv of v by ds. So cross multiply this, a into ds is equal to dv. So this is the relation. Now apply integration, symbol a into ds is equal to integral d into v. So this is actually very important for NEET or mains, JEE mains. These all relations are related. Here also, this is also useful in NEET or JEE mains or in MSET, whatever it is. So this is related to acceleration and instantaneous acceleration. Okay. Right, and let will move to next in this desacceleration or retardation, See, this desacceleration or retardation is nothing but we can say negative acceleration, which we can call as a desacceleration, or we can say retardation, retardation, retardation or desacceleration, right? In this case, if the speed is decreases, speed of the particle decreases, speed of the particle decreases, then we can call as a retardation or desacceleration. Suppose the vehicle is moving with a change in velocity. Suppose if we apply a force, that we can say brake of force, so that there is a speed is reducing speed, which we can call as a desacceleration or retardation, decreasing speed. So in this situation, acceleration we can take as a negative acceleration we can call as the retardation or desacceleration, because accelerating is nothing but a positive, desacceleration is nothing but a negative. So desacceleration in the sense is negative acceleration, that we can say speed decreasing, which we can call as a desacceleration, right? Now coming to the point is, actually in this, let we have about a relative velocity. Sir, what is this? Relative velocity is nothing but in case of it is one dimension, you remember 1D, it is 1D, okay. So the 1D, it is one dimension, because we are discussing only in case of a straight line motion. No, straight line is nothing but a 1D. Suppose 2 dimension, we can call as a plane, but it is only one dimension. No? The relative velocity is nothing but if you have two bodies, you take two bodies. See, one we can say one train you take, okay. A train is moving, it is a train with velocities VA, and second train also moving in the same direction. You take like this, second train is moving, that is a B train with velocities B. So the relative velocity in case of a one dimension is nothing but the velocity of a one body with respect to the other body. The velocity of a one body with respect to the other body, we can call the velocity of a one body with respect to the other, we can call as a relative velocity in one dimension, because these two are moving along the same direction. Suppose you say if they are moving in the same direction, so we can say the relative velocity A with respect to B, because here it is A with respect to B we are saying. So that in this situation we can say VA minus a VB, it is the relative velocity A with respect to B, Suppose you want to say B with respect to B with respect to A is nothing but a VB minus a VA, it is the relative velocity A with respect to, the pronunciation is very, very important. The two bodies are which are moving along the same direction, okay. Then the velocity of A with respect to B, that is the first body moving with velocity VA and second body is moving with velocity VB. Therefore, A with respect to B, because two are moving along the same direction. In this situation, A with respect to B, now VA minus VB, and you take B with respect to A. For this situation, VB minus VA. So that the velocity one with respect to other we can call as a relative velocity. Suppose it is a first situation. Now let you take a second situation. Same again you take, say, two trains or two vehicles, right? See, it is a train you say, and it is moving with velocity VA, and opposite to this second train is moving, you say second train is moving, or second vehicle is moving, you say second vehicle is moving. So it is moving opposite. So it is a B and it is a VB. In this we can say opposite direction, both are moving opposite. Again here also we should take the relative velocity A with respect to B, because A with respect to B. So in this VA minus, but the B is moving opposite to A, no, then in this case you take a minus VB. Therefore VAB is equal to VA plus VB. It is very simple, you remember one point only. If both are moving opposite, then you say plus. If both are moving in the same direction, you say minus. And here you want to write here another second expression B with respect to A, so that VB minus actually minus of minus, so that we can say plus. So like this relative velocity A with respect to B is 1, B with respect to A is 1. So these questions are related to relative velocity in case of a one dimension. Again we have in the two dimension also the relative velocity in two dimension in the next chapter, that is motion in a plane. Okay, suppose you go through this. Right, on this basis I will give you one small example problem, because you should remember the concept. If say the one vehicle or one body which is moving with velocity VA is equal to 5 meter per second, right, and here other second body which is moving in the same direction, it is moving with 2 meter per second square or 2 meter per second. Then find the velocity one with respect to B, it is you say B, right, both are in the same direction, no? So that here we can say VAB is equal to VA minus VB. So A with respect to B is equal to A value is given 5 and B value is given 2. So that we can say A with respect to B is equal to 3 meter per second. Relative velocity A with respect to B, if they are moving in the same direction, A body is moving with velocity 5 meter per second and B body is moving with velocity 2 meter per second. Therefore relative velocity A with respect to B, which we get like this. Suppose it is the first one, you take a opposite also. Suppose A is moving 10 meter per second square, 10 meter per second, and B is moving opposite, no, it is 20 meter per second. If two trains are moving opposite to each other with the velocity is 10 meter and another one is with 20 meters per second. So A with respect to B you take, so that VA plus VB, because or in the opposite direction it is, or in the same direction it is. So opposite we can say B is equal to A value is 10, B value is 20. So that the relative velocity A with respect to B is 30 meter per second. See, this is in case of a one dimension, everyone it is 1D, it is only straight line motion. So this is a relative velocity concept, as well as there is a one problem related to relative velocity. Clear? Yeah, go through this. So this is about a relative velocity, and here in the today's class we discussed about acceleration and as well as velocity related problems. Okay, so these are the relative velocity concept. So this is the today's class, and thank you very much, and we will meet in the next class. Thank you very much.